Did you kill her mother?
Ask me.
I like nice girls.
You asked for it. More and more and more Daniel Etim Effiong recommendations in the last video, and yeah, we heard you. Of course, we didn't forget the shouts and the constant call out for broken hallelujah everywhere. So yes, we absolutely decided to do some magic this time. This time, 20 top Daniel Etim Effiong movies you'd absolutely love. You showed us so much love in our last video, and I know you'd absolutely love this one. In the previous video, most of you had watched all 10 movies. I doubt any of you have seen all 20 movies, because the one who has seen all 20 movies deserves a personal hug from Daniel Etim Effiong, or probably a Grammys, because hey, you are a true fan of Daniel Etim Effiong. Watch the top 20 Daniel Etim Effiong movies and let me know what you think about it. Number 20.
We're getting married in weeks. We should at least talk about this.
Nobody But Me. Daniel, who is very faithful to his fiancée, gets drunk at a club. His friends hook him up with a lady, only for the lady to assume Daniel used her and dumped her. Wansu stalks him till she befriends his fiancé. Little did they know that she's dealing with a very traumatic experience that has damaged her and given her a very ill judgment of men. This movie is a lesson to everyone. You should see it. Number 19.
You don't. You hear me? You do not matter.
Not a Wonderful Time of the Year. I didn't want to place this movie at number 19 because heck, it was a great film. Daniel Etim in Not a Wonderful Time of the Year is a great father and husband until everything goes wrong one Christmas. He loses his wife in an accident after they had gone out to buy gifts to share for Christmas. This made him resent the thought of celebrating Christmas. For years, it affected his work and his relationship with his daughter. But then, Onyi Alex comes into the picture, and even though it was really tough at first, she got him to live again. I enjoyed every bit of this film, but the views not that encouraging. You should see it.
Ruby's sick and she won't take her medications or eat until you come back.
Number 18.
I came to pay for something. Her time.
Stripped Flower. Most of you were calling Stripped Flower out in the last video, so I definitely had to add it. Daniel's father loses contact with his first love, who happens to be Daniel's mom. She writes several letters to her love, which is later discovered by a florist who doubles as a stripper. The lady sends the letters to Daniel's dad. Daniel, who later falls in love with this lady, finds out more shocking information about himself that changes his love. This is a story of true love. You definitely must see it.
What do you mean my mother is not my mother and this Monica woman is my mother?
Number 17.
Young, how old is she? 23, still a virgin. I think she's the perfect wife material, bro.
Native Baddie. This movie is a true definition of karma never disappoints. Daniel in Native Baddie is a playboy to a fault. He's called Romeo. With such a name in the movie, you can just imagine. He treats women like playthings. Interestingly, he can chase you for weeks, get you into his bed and tell you to your face that it was only for the fun of it. And just like that, he meets his meter. He falls in love with a village girl whom he thought was very homely. However, the lady was only pretending so that she could settle down with Daniel. Daniel gets served a tip of his own medicine. This movie is hilarious as Onyi Alex was super dramatic in this movie. This Alex Daniel movie will get you rolling on the floor. I just hope you've seen it.
You smoke weed? You drink all kinds of alcohol!
Number 16.
The fact that we work together as an excuse not to go out with me.
Bossman. In Bossman, Daniel is the son of a wealthy businessman who has Chika Ike as a very trusted employee. Daniel falls in love with her, and instead of telling her, he fires her so he can have a relationship with her. Can you imagine? However, he finds out that she's holding onto a very bitter experience from her past that almost ruins their relationship. This was quite a regular story, but well, since it had Daniel in there, I still watched anyways. Have you seen it? Number 15.
The radiator has run out of water, so I don't know. Can you help me?
The Good Wife. This is a very beautiful story, but I'm sure because Daniel was introduced later in the film, most Daniel lovers missed it. It tells the story of a very devout wife who would do everything to keep her marriage, even though her husband has 2 kids with another woman outside their marriage. After several failed attempts, her husband sends her out of the house. She moves in with a friend who wants her to be happy at all costs. She plants Daniel in her life as though it was just a coincidence. She falls in love with him, but you know what happens when she finds out who really Daniel is. Number 14.
You asked a waitress out and she rejected you?
Best bet. Putting this movie at number 14 was a tough decision because I really wanted it to make top 10 because the story is so interesting. This is a Ruth Daniel combo. I've seen that combo in about 3 movies already and it's always chaotic. In Best Bet, Daniel is a very irresponsible rich kid. His father had tried several failed attempts to make him better. From womanizing to drinking, just name it. He goes to his father's restaurant with his friends one day and learns that Ruth, who is a waiter, turned down the proposal of one of his friends. He makes a bet that he will successfully make Ruth fall in love with him. He wins the bet, and when Ruth confronts him, he fires her. Her father intervenes, and to apologize to Ruth, he asks her to make any wish. Her wish is to be the manager at the restaurant for 2 months, and Daniel becomes a waiter. Can you imagine? This is a must watch if you haven't seen this because, man, you absolutely would love it.
You must be out of your mind to think that I'm going to serve.
Number 13.
You're going to cook, you're going to clean, you're going to do everything that if you try to run.
All it takes. This movie gave me one of my best tricks for collecting money from my debtor. Daniel almost hit Trisha with his car. She's very fine at first, but since she's been scamming people with her boyfriend, she fakes a leg injury and asks for huge sums of money from Daniel. He finds out she's lying and decides to turn her into his help so she can pay off the money. Turn of events in the house is one hell of a roller coaster. A very hilarious movie you'd definitely love.
You are witch. This thing is witchcraft. How did you get him to pay? I've been tracking this guy.
Number 12.
Madam, the person you want to scam is in front there. I'm not on Facebook.
In Unfaithfuls, Daniel loses a huge amount of money in an investment gone wrong. His girlfriend, who supported him with her money, decides to create a Facebook profile with her boyfriend's face to scam old and richer women. He accidentally meets one of the women and Daniel now has to play along to woo her. This movie was beautiful by annoying Sha. Because why did the girl not use herself to scam rich men? At least with that, she could even get the money faster and herself too. Why use the man's profile? Annoyingly, she begins to play the victim in the end. As in, how? She was too selfish and wanted to eat her cake and still have it. Have you seen Unfaithful though? What do you think about it?
She planned it from the start. You knew nothing about the scam. That's why the first day you saw, I didn't even recognize you.
Number 11.
Everything is an act. I just didn't want her or my mom to suspect anything.
Chasing Grace. This was a very emotional movie. It's a story of faith tested and love winning over everything. Daniel, who is the only son of his mom, lives a very reckless life with his girlfriend, Bella. Daniel's mom, who is down with cancer, gives him an ultimatum to marry a responsible lady, Grace. After several threats from his mom, he married Grace with the intention of claiming his inheritance after his mom's death so he can marry his true love, Bella. Things turn around and he begins to question where his heart belongs. Just when he thought things were smooth, cancer strikes again, and the battle through that phase was heart-wrenching. Have you seen it? Tell me what you think about Chasing Grace.
Because I just found you and I can't afford to lose you again.
Now the Big 10, number 10.
I practically live on your social media. That's the thing. I'm really shy.
A Sweet Affair. This is a tricky storyline. So Daniel in this movie is an upcoming tech bro. He builds a great tracking app and needs investment. After several attempts, he meets an investor, but this investor wants to test if the app really works or not. He then asks Daniel to test the app by using it to track his girlfriend and reporting back to him. You know how these things happen, right? He found out he likes this girl as he had to watch her closely. But he realizes that there is more to the investor than he just wanting to test the app. It's a very smooth story, but one that you would love. Have you seen it?
I was doing just that until she caught me. I make tracker devices. Okay, I'm not a detective.
Number 9.
19 and utterly stupid. She's an ungrateful brat, just like her mother.
Love in Motion. This is another Ruth-Daniel combo. The two have a child together, but Ruth runs away from her responsibility of being a mother. The daughter is old now and is bent on finding her mother. She eventually finds her mom, but her dad is now in love with another. Ruth tries all attempts to get back into Daniel's life to no avail. Quite a simple story, not so difficult to follow through, but seeing Daniel in character was interesting to watch. Number 8.
When was the last time we did anything together? Even if it was just dinner.
In the Light, GPS. This was a beautiful story. Daniel in GPS plays the character as Sosa. He's young, married, and very successful in his career, but he struggles with infertility issues in his marriage. However, he's a man of faith, so he's trusting God to see him through. But he has internal struggles because he doesn't seem to see eye to eye on how to deal with infertility with his wife, and that takes us into his conflicts with his wife. He lets his religious beliefs get into the way of him thinking properly. You'd absolutely love this movie because at a point, trust me, I was so angry at Daniel for some of the crazy decisions he made. You must see this film if you haven't. It's a beautiful faith-based movie and I definitely enjoyed it. Number 7.
Yeah. Does the next time we meet have to be on set?
Superstar. This is one of my favorites. Daniel is introduced later in the movie, but he played a major role in the life of Nancy Isime. Nancy, who tries to climb the ladder in acting, meets Daniel and her life is turned around. He supports her through and through, even when her friend and boyfriend Teniola and Timini have all let her down. Just when she thought she's found happiness, Daniel has just a few days to live. This movie left me weeping through and through. Daniel brought his character to life so much that it felt so real. This movie made me love him more, and you know now why I added it to the list.
Make me the happiest man in the world.
Number 6.
I'm about to be a graduate. Boyfriend to husband.
Before the Wedding. This is quite a simple story. Daniel, after proposing to his girlfriend, faces a major opposition from both parents. His mom opposed the relationship because she doesn't like Igbo girls, saying they love money, and her dad opposed the relationship because he didn't like Calabar men, saying they eat dogs. The two decide to go against their parents, but will love conquer all? I doubt most of you have seen this movie though, because it has very low views. I'm just hoping that you go see it after this video. Number 5.
Dragged her by the hair and pulled her all the way home.
Still Falling. This movie I absolutely love. Most of you mentioned that I added in the last video, reason I have. In Still Falling, Daniel meets a lady from his past whom he treated very terribly, Sharon Oja. He made her lose respect for men and became very cold. But fate brings Daniel to working for her. However, he's a very changed man now. This is a very beautiful love story and I absolutely enjoyed it. You should see it. Number 4.
I like nice girls too. I think we're in the wrong place.
Plan B. This is another of my favorites. But I know if it gets past number 4, people will come for my head in the comment section. Reason I kept it at number 4. Also because this is the movie that really put Daniel in the limelight. In Plan B, Daniel is a tech guru, rich and famous, but also one who is not willing to commit to love. He sleeps with women randomly, and when any of them come to him that she's pregnant, he silences them with money. However, he meets the wrong woman when he has a one-night stand with her. Turn-off events afterwards is just dramatic. The story was super cool and great to watch. This I believe most people have seen already. If you haven't seen this movie, then you're a fake Etim Effiong fan.
In a hospital you chose. Was the doctor real?
Number 3.
Guys, stop now. I don't know.
You look
It's my big day, man. I'm gonna pop the question.
First Love. This movie made it to number 3 because the story is one that is usually not talked about. Is it very easy to forget your first love? Do people even ever get over their first love? Daniel in First Love finds out about his daughter and long forgotten first love just after he proposes to his fiancée. He's now torn between the two women, especially as he finds out that a 5-year-old daughter is involved. This movie is very relatable, and I'm wondering if you've seen it already.
Hey, babe. I think
Number 2.
Is that makeup you have on? Because you look like a mannequin.
Broken Hallelujah. Finally, most of you came for me in the comment section after my first video. So I promised to add Broken Hallelujah in the next. I truly love this film and really wanted to put it at number 1. But the movie at number 1 has a story that is usually not told. It won my heart. This is a Bimbo Daniel combo. This movie needs no introduction because I want to believe most people have seen it by now. Daniel in Broken Hallelujah is married to Bimbo for 7 years without a child. After several prayers and faith testing, very mysterious things happen. This movie is a test of faith and one that would remind you of God's plans for us. Thanks to all who pushed me to watching that movie. I didn't regret it at all. And yes, I wasn't lying when I said in the first video that I hadn't seen it. I just saw it after most of you recommended it. Number 1.
I need a wife. I need a wife now.
Streets of Heaven. I still think this movie didn't end well. Or at least, Ruth Kadiri owes us a part 2. Regardless, it tells a story that is very common today, but usually not spoken of. The pain of letting go when two people in love are naturally not compatible, especially because of their genotype. Daniel prays to God for a woman, and that same day he bumps into Ruth Kadiri. They fall deeply in love, only to realize that they are both heirs. He still trusts in God and convinces Ruth to marry him. They later find out that there is more to love than just love sustaining a marriage. Two people who were once madly in love are now living as total strangers. This movie is a very touchy one, and you'd absolutely love it if you're yet to see it. And that's it. 20 lovely Daniel Etim Effiong movies. I truly enjoyed every bit of it. But like I said, anyone that has seen all 20 movies needs to be given a huge hug from Daniel Etim Effiong himself, because myself, I discovered most of the films while researching for this video. Thus, if you have truly seen all 20 movies, drop it in the comment section and I must give you a shout out in my next video because you truly deserve that and more. Tell me how many of these movies you've seen and which one was your all-time favorite. Drop in the comment section your own arrangement of these 20 movies. That is, if you don't agree with my list. I absolutely would love to hear from you in the comment section. Please do watch other videos on this platform. And yeah, I just did a recap of Palava, the movie on this channel. You should see it because you'd love the movie. Tell me which Daniel Etim Effiong movie I left out and which of these are you going to see right away. Catch you in the next and tell me who you would like me to talk about your top 10 or top 20 movies, and I definitely will do that in the next video. Catch you in the next, and do stay tuned to this platform. Please, like I said, do watch other videos on this platform and kindly subscribe to this channel. The name still remains Mame Abnapukia. Do drop a like for this video and share this video to someone that would absolutely love it. Catch you in the next, and see ya.